Hello dear students, welcome in my channel Physics Make It Simple by Dr. Rajendra Kobarne. Today is the 15th lecture as long as rotational dynamics is concerned, and in this lecture we are going to learn very interesting and funny article, that is theorem of parallel axis, or we can also say it principle of parallel axis. So observe the diagram at first. Diagram is like this. This is a body, and in this body two parallel axes are inserted. That axes are perpendicular to the body, like this. This is one axis, this is another axis. These two parallel axes are like this. These are the two parallel axes. These two axes, no doubt they are parallel, but they are perpendicular to the body. One parallel axis is passing through any point, we call it as O point. Imagine this body is like this, not like this. This body is like this, and axes are parallel, which are perpendicular to the plane of the figure, like this. So one parallel axis is passing through point O, another parallel axis is passing through center of mass, denoted by C. Distance between two parallel axes is h. Consider a body whose mass is capital M. Take an element of a body of mass dm. Take element of a body of mass dm, which is at point P. This dm is at a distance OP from this parallel axis, which is passing through point O. This dm is at a distance CP from axis passing through center of mass. Extend CD and PD to complete rectangular triangle, that is ODP. Whatever I have explained with a very simple English words to you, that all sentences I have written here, and we have to get an equation, that is IO is equal to IC plus MH square, that we want to prove. Okay, then the question arises, what is IO? IO is mi of a body about an axis passing through any point. Let us assume the axis passing through O point. In general form, we can say that passing through any point. I will repeat again. Mi of a body about an axis passing through any point, we call it as IO. Okay, mi of a body about an axis, about parallel axis, passing through center of mass, we call it as IC. By understanding what is IC and what is IO, then we know moment of inertia of a body is nothing but the mass into distance square from axis of rotation. Use that definition here, dear student, and see here we got what? That I have already explained the sentence of IO. Mi of an object about an axis passing through any point is given by IO. We have taken an element dm, and we want to calculate moment of inertia of a whole body. For that purpose, you will have to take an integration, and so that we get, dear student, IO is equal to integration of what? Distance square. What is distance square? OP square into dm. This is equation 1. Have you understood this? IO is equal to distance square. This dm is at a distance OP from this axis. So take distance square OP square into dm by making use of definition of mi. Very simple, very simple. Then next one, mi of an object about an axis passing through center of mass, which is equal to Cp. This dm is at a distance Cp. Cp bracket square into dm. Equation 2. After getting equation 1 and 2, take a triangle. Which triangle you will have to take? ODP. Take this triangle and use Pythagoras theorem. You will get what? What we get? OP square is equal to OD square plus DP square. That I have done here. OP square is equal to OD square plus DP square. But OD is nothing but OC plus CD. See the diagram? OD is nothing but OC plus CD. That I have written here. OD is equal to OC plus CD. Put here. Then you will get what? OP square is equal to, the value of OD is OC plus CD bracket square plus DP square. Then solve this square. Solve this square bracket. You will get what? OP square is equal to first square plus product of 2 and twice of that 2OC into CD plus CD square plus DP square. 10th standard mathematics you will have to use here. I have underlined two terms. What is that two terms? CD square plus DP square. By considering this short triangle, which triangle, dear student? CDP. Consider this short triangle. From the triangle you will get what? CP square is equal to what? CD square plus DP square. CD square plus DP square. Then put in equation 3, put here, that I have already underlined, is CD square plus DP square is equal to CP square. Put here CP square. You will get what? OP square is equal to OC square plus 2OC into CD plus, instead of this you will write CP square. Equation number 4. Actually our article is finished. Only some mechanical work is to be done now. So that equation 4 we get, it is the most important equation we got. Then what we have to do? Multiply equation 4 on both sides by dm for our convenience. Multiply equation 4 on both sides by dm and take integration on both sides. You will get what? See here. You will get what? OP square into dm plus OC square multiplied by dm, take integration, plus 2 outside the integration, OC CD into dm plus integration CP square into dm. Equation 5. Equation 5. Then what here? I have written here using equation 1 and 2. What is equation 1? IO is equal to integration of OP square into dm. So integration of OP square into dm is equal to IO is equal to, what is OC square? OC square. See the diagram. OC is equal to H. OC is equal to H. So OC square is equal to H square dm plus 2. This integration is meaningless actually. OC into CD and dm is away from this product. OC, CD, dm is away. So this integration is meaningless. So such a meaningless value is 0 plus integration of Cp square into dm. See here, integration of Cp square into dm is equal to Ic, and then we get what? IO is equal to H square is constant. Take outside the integration. What is the integration of dm? Integration of dm is equal to capital M plus this Ic I have written here. That is what? IO is equal to Ic plus mH square. That is the heart of this theorem of parallel axis. IO is equal to IC plus MH square. Then from using that equation, we have to write the principle of parallel axis or theorem of parallel axis. How we can write it? How we can write is, what is IO? What is IO? IO is mi of a body about an axis passing through any point. That is IO. I will repeat again. What is IO? Mi of a body about parallel axis passing through any point. It is passing through O point. But we have assumed that O point is indicated as any point. Mi of a body about parallel axis passing through any point is equal to sum of, take sum of, write down the description of IC. What is description of IC? Mi of a body about an axis passing through center of mass. Mi of an object about an axis passing through center of mass, and what? Product of. What is the product? Product of mass of the object. And what is h square? What is h square? H square is nothing but the square of the distance between two parallel axes. Very simple, very simple. How we can remember this theorem? Theorem is remembered by making use of equation. We should know, we should derive, we should prove equation at first. IO is equal to IC plus MH square. That's all. What is IO? Mi of an object about an axis passing through any point is equal to sum. This is sum of, write down description of this, Mi of an object about an axis passing through center of mass, and only the description of this remaining, and the product of mass of an object and square of the distance between two parallel axes. Very, very simple. In this way, the question asked, as long as your examination point of view is state and explain principle of parallel axis, or state and explain theorem of parallel axis. Don't write the principle initially. Don't write the principle at the starting point. Prove the article at first. Prove the equation at first. IO is equal to IC plus MH square. What is IO? What is IC? What is H square? What is capital M? Remind that all and write down the theorem by making use of equation. Okay, dear students, this is our article today. Listen it carefully again and again and write down that all notes in your notebook. Write again and again. Practice makes man perfect. By making use of this principle, learn theorem of principal axis, and we will meet again for the next lecture. Till now, we will stop here. Goodbye.